What's going on, guys? Charles Weinraub, aka the Handsome Home Buyer, Long Island's number one fix and flip investor. And today we're going to talk about the beginner's guide to building permits. Townships are an absolute nightmare. I don't know what it's like where you live, but where I live, it's as bad as it possibly gets. New York has the longest permit cycle in the country. Last I checked, 11.4 months, which if you're an investor, if you're a builder, you know absolutely sucks. So today we're going to discuss the process so that you understand the basics, how it works, and how you can cut down on the permit process as much as possible. Obviously, you can go to our website, handsomehomebuyer.com, any of our social media platforms, handsome_homebuyer. There's the text platform number. Shoot me a text. I'd love to hear from you guys. Building permits 101. A foil is your best friend. This is super important. When you get a property, as soon as you get it under contract, or even while you're looking at it, you want to try and get a foil from the township. What a foil is essentially a document that you file that gives you all the information on the property. The open permits, the closed permits, you see what permits they don't have, gives you a survey if you have it on file, gives you all the CO information, as well as a copy of the existing plans that are there. This way you know exactly what you're getting into. So if you're purchasing a property that has an extension or an awning or a dormer or a garage conversion or any of these things, you know up front before getting into the deal, A, do you want to adjust the price because of this because you know there's going to be a cost, and B, what's the time going to be to resolve these problems, and you have all this time between the time you go under contract and the time you close to get the permit process going so that it'll cut down your time and ultimately cut down on your carrying costs and risks. Start early and file. This is absolutely vital. The moment I get a property under contract, I am ordering surveys, I am hiring an architect, I'm hiring an expediter, I'm getting the wheels in motion, because my hope is that before I close, I have a permit ready in hand so my guys can hit the road, demo that house, and not have a problem. If you're working without permits, odds are you're gonna get a stop work order. It takes a lot of time, costs a lot of money, and can ultimately submarine any deal. Hire a quality architect. Super important for a number of different reasons. A lot of these people, disorganized, take a really long time, and carrying costs is ultimately the biggest killer for real estate investors. On average, it costs anywhere between $100 and $350 a day to carry a house. If you have an architect who's dragging ass, not getting plans, blowing deadlines, giving you crappy plans that keep getting objections and sent back, it's ultimately gonna cost you a ton of money. Expediters. The right expediter is the greatest thing in this world. The wrong expediter is just a complete and total waste of money. But the right expediter is absolutely worth the money. Now, there's a difference between someone that draws plans and someone that expedites. Expediting is someone that has relationships inside of building departments to ultimately get things done quicker and smoother. Sometimes it's just a matter of knowing the people, knowing what applications, because the process can be very, very, very confusing to help it go through. Other times they actually have relationships. Some of them used to work in the municipalities, they know people, and they can push things through a lot quicker than if you just put it in on your own. The age-old question, what do I need a permit for? A lot of people buy a property and say, hey, the extension was there, the dormer was there, the garage conversion was there, it's always been there, the pool was there, I don't need a permit, it should be grandfathered in. Or, I'm just doing basic renovation work, I'm not adding a dormer, I'm not adding a pool, I'm not doing anything significant, why do I need a permit? Well, a while ago I went to the building department because I was frustrated because I was having a lot of problems with stop work orders and building permits. And I asked them, hey, what do I need a permit for? And they're like, well, that's a really long list. I'm like, all right, how about this? What don't I need a permit for? And they said, go over an existing roof, change a window that's the same side, or put siding on over what you have there. Everything else you need a permit for. So change a toilet, you need a permit. Change moldings, you need a permit. Change a window to a different size, you need a permit. Take sheetrock down, change your kitchen, whatever it is, you need a permit. And multiple permits. There's different permits associated. First, what happens is you have a building permit. The building permit goes in, typically with architectural plans, and gets approved. Once that gets approved, you now have to get a plumbing permit, so you have to hire a licensed plumber who can file an additional permit for plumbing that attaches to that main building permit. In addition, if you're doing any kind of electrical work, you have to hire an electrician. They will file an electrical permit. That permit will go with the building permit, and there you go. What are the types of permits? So there's interior alteration permits, there's new construction permits, but on the highest level, there's proposed and there's maintained. So what is the difference? A proposed permit is when you haven't done any work yet and you are going to propose to build something. Either you're going to propose to do interior alterations and just gut the inside of a house, change a kitchen, do a bath, finish a basement, whatever that is. Build a new house, do a dormer, whatever you'd like. You're putting in plans for what you're going to do, you get the approval, and you go and do it. You pay a permit fee. This is usually the less expensive of the two because you're doing everything the right way. The second is a maintain. What a maintain permit is you are legalizing what has already been there. So let's say you own a house 40 years ago, your father and uncle put a dormer in over a 6-pack. It currently exists. You have to legalize it for whatever reason. Maybe you're selling the house, maybe the town came by, put a sticker on the door. You have to do architectural plans for that. You have to have a letter from the architect stating that it was built properly, and they are going to give you a permit for that. Now, they're typically going to charge you double or triple the permit fee, but that's known as a maintain or a legalization, and that is a way to take a structure that has already been built, whether it's a finished basement, a dormer, or even a new house, and legalize it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's Permit 101. Obviously, hit me up on the text platform with any permit questions. Permits are extremely complicated. It really varies from township to township, from state to state, sometimes from building inspector to building inspector. Just because New York State Building Code says one thing doesn't mean that every town enforces it or abides by it. Appreciate it. Leave a comment, give us a heart, give us a follow. We'll see you on next week's educational vlog.